1 second. I think my model froze. No, not now. No. Please, no. Ah, there you go. I think it. There you go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fancy. Hello. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Once again. And for the final time. And I hate that I have to say that. Paul Pratt, thank you for the follow. And I hate to say it, but this is we're at the end. And it pains me to have to say that. You know, like, it's not something I hoped we wouldn't get here. If I'm being, like, upfront with y'all, I was not looking forward to tonight. I was not. Because, man, I just don't want to admit that it's over. I want to keep lying to myself. Like, there's gonna be an episode next week, and everything will be fine. I just want to keep lying to myself. Can I keep lying to myself? I'd like to keep lying to myself. Like, I would prefer it vastly if I could keep lying to myself. Like, I would vastly prefer that. If I'm being perfectly honest. But here we are. And, shit's rough. Oh boy, shit's rough. Well, first off, before I go any further, it was peak. I'd like to formally introduce y'all to the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan, the only show that watches the greatest Kamen Rider season that's ever lived, and then asks ourselves. Normally, we'd ask ourselves what happens next, but here we're just here now. We're just along for the ride now. We're just along for the ride, and whatever happens, happens. Because at that point, it's the end. Not much we can do about that. But I will admit, that still hurts a little bit. I will fully admit that hurts to think about. Because it's been an amazing time. Like, I will be upfront with y'all. It's been an amazing honor and privilege to cover this show alongside y'all. It has been nothing short of a goddamn privilege. And I will say that 100%, 1,000%. Because at the end of it all, it was damn good. I do not think they could have done any better if they tried. Like, I think they knocked it out of the park and just over-delivered. Know what I mean? Why is my Stream Deck not working? Okay, there we go. Like, where do you go from here? You know, like, what's next? Because I genuinely can't think of it. Last time on Kamen Rider ZEZTZ, Naruto just kidnapped a random girl he found he was in love with, but a random guy wanted to stop him. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you. But yeah, like, it's crazy to think about that, like, we're leading to like, this is the end game. Someone's not coming back. It's gonna end, and it's gonna be bittersweet, and we're all gonna cry, and it's gonna... I'm not mentally ready. I am genuinely not ready. And I want to keep delaying this as much as possible. Unfortunately, the live feed waits for no man. Woman, child, gay, lesbian, trans, non-binary. It waits for no one. is what I'm trying to say. It waits for no one. And I want to see it, but at the same time, I just don't want it to end. I really don't want this show to end, man. Like, I want this show to live on. I've said this every week. I wanted to have a second season because this is just such an amazing world that has been built for us. And we're getting it taken away because of yearly commitment. Because yearly we have to get a new Kamen Rider season. I'm pretty sure that's in the contract somewhere. Every year we got to get a new Kamen Rider season, and because of that, we're leaving this world behind. And it sucks. I want to stay here in Zet's land. Like, I want to be here. I don't want to jump into the next dimension where freaking Myth takes place. Like, Myth can wait. I just need another season of this, please. Please. It hurts. It hurts. Like, I really do not want this to end, but it is what it is. Not much we can do about it. Myth, I know, it was shown in the preview last week. Myth is crossing over tonight. In what way, shape, or form, I don't know. Because it's just... God, I am stalling. Let's head over to our cinemas, folks. Let's head over. Alright, here we are. It is time, once again, to delve into madness. To the garden of madness, if you will. Zet's always in my heart. I know. Man. I really do not want this to end. I mean, all good things do come to an end, but at the same time, fuck off. Keep making more episodes. Please me. Like, please me. You know? Like, I know I'm being selfish there, but like, come on. This world was so well constructed that I don't want to leave it. And it sucks that we're leaving it. God, I'm so mad. Well, I really don't think there's much else I can say. We are 30 seconds away from what the chat is already saying is peak. I don't think I'm ready. I genuinely do not think I'm ready. I really do not think I am. I am... Alright. Let's pause this. Alright, here we go. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Kakata koi! Oh, the violin. Why'd you have to do the violins, you bitch? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't do this to me, please. Midnight the Shadow. Extreme Full Rise. Henshin. Henshin. I'm on it. Henshin! Nux! Salute! Rider! ZEZTZ-udan! Oh, the chills! The chills! The chills, bro! Cold open, baby. Odd place to be promoting Kamen Rider ZETS the movie, but okay. Okay. Last case. Imagine. Of course he would run in first. Believe! Yes! Speak truth! Don't! No spoilers! No spoilers! No spoilers! Oh, look at him flip! They're fighting in the hollow room! They're fighting in the green screen room! They're fighting in the green screen room! There's no sweat off my back. God, these callbacks. Oh shit! Hit it! Here, oh damn! Mem's powering up! Okay, come on! You gotta have given her a suit, come on! Ultraman type shit. Punchy. Oh Jesus! Nox got murked. Triple Zetzer. Mountains don't care about your feelings. This is amazing! Hit him with the Hurricanrana! Hit him! Do it! Ah, fuck. He countered. Ooh! Punt kick. Back. Oh, he's trying to hit him with the Hurricane! Hit him with the back elbow. The freaking Eddie Kingston elbow.
繰り返されるのは希望だ。夢は叶えたら終わりじゃない。人はその夢すらも超えて新たな夢を
Speak your truth, Baku! Wake up from this bad dream. You just threw that subbitch! Triple kick? Come on, give us the triple kick! Ah, tap it in! Stay down, motherfucker, stay down! Uh-oh. Full impact! Oh shit! The powered up main suit, baby! We're back, baby! Yes! Shagadelic, baby, yeah! Jesus, this man went prismatic! Heart of Impact! ZEZTZ! Great Banish! Oh my god, that's amazing! ZEZTZ!
Mission complete.
He's done it. He's done it, baby!
楽しませてもらったぜ。レムちゃんの悪夢。
みんなありがとう。
現実に帰還する。これからはいい夢が見られる。現実を生きて。
Kiss him! Kiss him, them!
でもバクはもう。
俺は夢の中で生きるさ。
Wait, what? Months later. She's always been popular.
変わりませんよ。とか先週みんなでバーベキューしたじゃないですか。あ、遅刻しちゃう。すいません、じゃあまた気をつけて。
Oh. Oh!
予定通り関係者に接触しセブンの足取りを。
Wait, what is happening? 8!
Retrieve that driver.
Huh? 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 Explain!
すいません、すいません、すいません。おショット一枚で。
Explain this shit to me!
おショットだ。あ、お願いします。せーの。そうだ。
Is this where the movie is supposed to go? Is that what the movie is supposed to do?
ありがとう。助かる。しっかり眠る時間も作るんだよ。でも夢の中でしか会えないじゃん。そりゃそうだけど。
夢の中でしか会えない。
ああ、お腹いっぱい。じゃあお家帰りましょうか。でも本当はアイスも食べれたんですよ。あんなに10個食べたでしょ。ファンの子かな。今はプライベートなので。
That agent training.
ナンバー 7D。エージェントとしての最低限の心得はあるようだね。
何?
コードは壊滅したはずじゃ。
セブンはどこにいる？奴が夢の世界から出られなくなったのは調査済みだ。夢で会いに行く気？
そんなこと知ってどうするつもり？
組織再生。
With
そ
who?
れに向けてロストテクノロジーの回収は急務だからね。未だナイトメアの脅威はなくなっていない。対抗するためにも Z ドライバーが必要なんだよ。さあ、セブンは今どこにいる？
さあ、こっちが知りたいわよ。
なら誰に会う気？
それはプライベートなことは教えられませんね。
よし。
Interesting.
何週間もかけてできたのがそれですか。
こんなもんだろう。
才能って残酷ですね。同じ人間なのに。
Our boy Odaka's back at desk.
俺現場主義なんだよ。
はいはい。
俺もそうだが。
なんだと？ちゅうか、これに名前書いたのお前だろ。
なんか二人って噛み合わせ悪いですよね。なんでこの二人で開示化ってスタートしたんですか？
そりゃあれだろ。上とコードがつながってたからだろ。
まあ話すと長くなるが。
はい、開示化。
無人のバイクが走っているのを見たというのは本当ですか？
Oh shit!
はい、あっちからあっちにすごい勢いで。
こっちにタイヤがありました。
あ？アホってな！
ブラックケースだ。あ。
Uh oh.
今の相手誰？
君は
どうした？
コードナンバー8。ZEZTZ の後輩に当たるエージェントだ。
コード。こんな若い子まで。
お前らまだ何か企んでたのか？
コードを再生しなきゃナイトメアに対抗できない。
コードには関わらない方が身のためだぞ。君はまだ若い。今なら別の人生だって歩める。
誰かがやらなきゃいけないんだよ。ZEZTZは世界平和を守る使命を放棄した。だから Z ドライバーを回収して僕が代わりになる。
You can't.
心配には及びませんよ。
まあいいや。開示課と接触した小高先生の通話記録から相手の居場所を掘り出せるか？
What the plot twist is the person? Whoa! He made himself a villa.
ナイトメアは処理しといた。ああ、もう問題ない。情報ありがとう。
I was about to say, is it like maybe he's the one behind it, but then like no, he's already set himself up. He's already got that good. He's just letting it happen. Breaching clear, breaching clear! Bang!
ミッションコンプリート。合格だ。
合格？何のこと？
Retrieve Z driver.
君にそう指令を出したのは
Oh shit!
なんで？
君に伝えたいことがあってね。ここは極秘防衛機関 ZETZ。人々の夢を守る組織だ。
Yeah, he made his own organization.
その守る対象にはもちろん
Rack, how you doing, Rack? I see you. I see you there.
別に僕には夢なんて。エージェントになるためだけに生きてきたから。
君は数字じゃない。
Oh shit!
今は夢がなくとも自分自身の意志で自由な心を持て。それがいつか君の夢になる時が来る。
僕の夢。
そうじゃないと大切な。
So we already know we already know his successor. That's crazy. His successor.
ナイトメア。
安心しろ。どんな悪夢が訪れようと今は俺が守る。
That's our boy. That's our boy. Yes. I can't. I hate that. Oh shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's our new boy.
悪い夢でも見たかい？普通に考えりゃそうかもな。まあ、なんだろうと俺の敵じゃない。そうだ。これやるよ。ありがとう。
What'd you give him? What'd you give him? What did you give him? Oh shit, ZEZTZ! ZEZTZ! Oh shit! Oh damn! That, my god! What an ending! You know what? I don't think you could have ended that any better. I don't think you could have ended that any better, man. I feel like I have to mute because freaking copyright shit. But like, my god, I feel like there was no better way to end it, man. It all ends well. She's definitely, yeah, I feel like she's definitely the next ZETZ. Like, there's definitely something there. And there's Zeke. Sitting on a swing. Just remember me once in a while. That's amazing. Wait. Oh! Wait, what? Hey, what? How was she there? How? I thought she died. What the fuck? My man sitting there sipping some tea like a goat, like the goat he is. God, I hate that it's over. My man about to sit down and relax. Wait, so how long did it take him to build this place? This is a work of fiction. Kamen Rider ZETZ. Trailer! 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 Wait, what? Wait, what's happening? What is happening? Oh shit, he's back, baby! So wait. 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 Hold the phone. Hold up. Are you trying to tell me that if he falls asleep in the dreams now, he wakes up in the real world? What? What? What the fuck? I thought like he was just gonna be there for. The implications of that are interesting. Let's head back to the main screen here. The implications of that are insane. The implications of that, like, I thought the way they had set it up, I thought it was just going to be like he's going to be in the dream world forever. Like, because he is now like a guardian of dreams. So the fact that they threw him back in there at the end, but the question is, did he just return to the real world, or is it literally a case of he is now a being of dreams, and when he goes to sleep, he wakes up in the real he wakes up in the real world? Like the reality is his dream now. Is that the takeaway from this? Is that the takeaway from this? Because I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. Like, I feel like what are the implications of that? And can anyone tell me if the movie takes place after the show or literally in the midpoint of the show? Does anyone know? Code 8, aka Next Zets. I think Zets next. Maybe. Next Zets! That's what I'm thinking. Dang, I thought I turned that down. Did I not? Hold on one second. Sorry if you heard the volume get all wonky there for a second. But yeah, like, it's just a lot to take in there. Like, it is... The movie is after the show. Interesting. So then how do we get the movie? How do we get the movie? Like, are they going to upload that movie to YouTube? Like, what are we doing? What's the plans with the movie? Like, are we going to get it in theaters? Like, is that the thing? I will gladly sit in an overpriced cinema to see Zeds. I really would. Like, I don't care if popcorn costs $20 a bucket. I will pay that $20. Because motherfucking Zeds. I really do hope. I do hope that we get a cinematic release. I really do. So the story isn't quite over, but apparently the movie has something to do with it. You want a Zet's helmet bucket? You and me both, brother. I would kill to have that. And the horrible part is it'll probably be like the hole will be in the top of the helmet, and then the rest of the thing will look like the thing. I will still try to retrofit that into an actual helmet. Because fuck you. Oh, man. I mean, there's really not much for us to say. This is it. This is the end. This was it. This was the end. So there's not really much I can say about what comes next. But there is a lot I'd like to say of what was. Right? I think there's a lot to say about looking back at the past 50 episodes of greatness that we have experienced here today, that we've experienced over the past year, and just look back at it all. Like, there's really no other way to like describe this. But what I can do is, I did this a while back. I want to see if it's still here. Just want to check something here. Can I see the previous ones I've made? Oh, here we go. A while back, let me see if I can get this on screen. See if it'll load up all the results. There we go. Let me get this on screen for y'all. Yeah, let me oh, I should mess with that one. Yeah, we're gonna jump back here for a minute. I don't have that chat set up. I need to fix that. Matter of fact, hold on. Real quick. Properties. Double click that. Control A, Control C. Just gonna. That is way too big. I'll make do. I'll put it like right here for right now. We'll make it work, dang it. We'll make it work. But let's take a look real quick, like. I'm sure some of y'all will remember this. I gotta put it manually on the other screen. Give me 1 second. On the vertical screen for y'all. One second. Some of you guys may remember this little number, right? If you don't remember, it was a while ago. I literally did this in the first, like as soon as ZET started, like maybe the first few episodes I did this. This was a tier list I made about where my favorite writers lie, right? Where, like, how do I rank Kamen writers that I've watched? And if you'll notice, at that time, because the show hadn't gone that far in, but from what we had seen, ZETZ was already good at that time. And because of that, I put it preemptively as an S rank. I can confidently say that it stays there. It has cemented its place as an S tier Kamen Rider. One of the best. If anything, I would probably move it up if I could move its position, but it's alphabetical. But this lives in the pantheon with the greats. ZETZ lives in the pantheon with Axel, with Drive, with Decade, with Double, the crossover Double and Decade movie, Kiva, and Ichigo. He lives up here with the greats. Like, there's no other way that I can truly, like, cement into words just the amazing story, the riveting story that we have been told from beginning to end. From just this dopey kid who dreamed of becoming a secret agent and romancing the girl, I don't want to say the girl next door, but she was definitely that girl that was way above his position. That was how we started this. And we end it with this guy becoming a true secret agent, starting his own secret agent organization, but he never truly got the girl. I mean, you can argue that yes, he did, but like it was never truly cemented in the story. Like literally, they had a scene right there at the end where they could have made out, and the show shied away from it. So you can make an argument that he did, but at the end of the day, there was no true cementing moment. So technically, he didn't get the girl, but he became the leader of an organization. He started his own organization. He started bringing people on. With his successor, which I don't know if she will become ZETZ. The problem that bothers me, though, is that since you're already setting up a female character as his successor, that means that she may very well be sucked into the Girls Remix vortex, and that won't do her any favors. I've said before that, like, Girls Remix is, like, I get what it's going for, but I feel like it misses the mark every time. So I'm hoping that, like, this isn't, like, I'm hoping this isn't just a way to get ZETZ into Girls Remix, because I would be a little bit bummed if that were the case. Hopefully she doesn't become like the next Kiva. You have to elaborate on that one, because the whole thing with Kiva is weird. Because like Dark Kiva, you know what's funny? The mantle that never got passed was the Kiva that appears in the credits. Ew. Oh, the future motherfucker. Oh yeah, him. Wait, was it him or her? I genuinely do not remember. It's been a minute. But like, yeah, but like ultimately, like, I feel like I don't know if that's gonna come into play in the movie. I feel like Agent 8 is gonna play a role in the movie, I think. And here's the thing. Yeah, overall, ZETZ is really a great show, and you enjoyed it from the beginning till the end. Absolutely. This show, like, did so well in, like, telling a story that we didn't even, like, look twice at... We didn't even look twice at the fact that the whole timeline got restarted. Baku is the best Reiwa writer MC to you. I would agree. But like, not just that. I feel like he actually does kind of like put some Heisei writers like to shame. Like, would I put him over the GOAT? I don't know. Because the GOAT is like, Ichigo is the guy that started the whole thing. I mean, the show doesn't age well, so you could probably make that as the argument. But like, without Ichigo, we're not here. Without Ichigo, we're not here. So even if the quality of the show is like super jank, it still was what cemented the legacy, right? Outsiders, I'm a little, it was a little on Outsiders, mainly because it was just so difficult to freaking watch. Because like the way it was distributed, it was so weird. But I've mentioned that before. But the whole thing is that ultimately, Agent 8 for Outsiders. I would definitely prefer putting Agent 8 in Outsiders over putting her in Girls Remix. Because again, Girls Remix, like, I get what they're trying to achieve with Girls Remix, but they're not achieving it well. It just comes off as like girl power for the sake of girl power and not actually propping up the women as actually being like this force to be reckoned with, you know? Right? Like, it's not the way... Like, it's not making them feel like legitimate, like, fighters, like legitimate heroes. It feels like it's more there just to mock them. It does no favors for anyone that gets involved in Girls Remix. It definitely didn't do, like, any favors in my eyes to the girl they pulled from Amazons, because it was so diametrically opposed to the vibe of that show. Was Girls Remix was diametrically opposed to what Amazons was. So to bring someone from this grim, dark setting into this whole like Neocolor, Technicolor, oh, girl power thing, like, it hurts. It hurt her more than adding more to the whole remix team. You know, it was super weird. And it was a weird pull, to say the least. But so that's why it like feels like to me that it more feels like that Girls Remix is meant to be a mockery and not actually elevate these women. And I feel like it does them it does none of the women involved any favors. I haven't seen the one where they introduced Kamen Rider Ein. I'd like to believe that it is. I'd like to believe that it is at least because they're introducing a new writer in that it's probably going to be good, but I haven't seen it. But so far my opinion of that one is weird. Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a second. But we're going to talk about the scheduling thing in just a second. So, looking back now at the 50 episodes, I really cannot pick out a weak one out of the bunch. Basically a daughter of Ichigo. See, that would make sense. Kinda. But also not. I don't know. But, anyway, but like, looking back at the 50 episodes, there just wasn't a bad one in the bunch. Even at the lowest point, every episode served as like very much a tie-in to the next episode. Like, it kept the story going. Even when they did clip episodes. It meant something. Like, you're telling me they're sitting there in a theater recapping everything that happened in the dream for Nasuka, Fujimi, and freaking Megumi. So it's like, I feel like that's not the right name. Whatever. But like, ultimately, to me, it's just like they, even at their lowest point, they were still progressing the story. The story never stopped. It was just story note after story note after story note. It kept going. I think, okay, Yasmin, I think I know why you're saying Revice is F minus. Here's the thing. I'm not letting the entirety of that show get dragged down by one motherfucker. Revice, for what it was an enjoyable time. And while, yes, it should be noted that, you know, this guy did this, that the guy behind Vice was also a piece of shit, it still didn't take away from the fact that the show was pretty solid. I'm not going to say it was the greatest, but, you know, it's up there. Yeah, it's right. But, again, we never lost sight of the story, like, at all. From there, it was just story note, story note, story note. Everything was linear. Everything had a purpose. But even then, in that, it still threw curveballs that got you guessing. Like, it would very much throw you for a loop. Like, even though they're telling a narrative story, but there would still be so many right and left turns, but done with purpose, that it ultimately, like, all panned out. And you know what? I couldn't be happier. Like, I will now be chomping at the bit every time that I hear that Takahashi-san is involved. Like, I'm going to be chomping at the bit for the next Takahashi season. Hell, even if I hear, like, Project Red, like a generation of Project Red is being written by Takahashi, I'm jumping on that shit. Because that man knows how to fucking write. Like, I would genuinely, like, worship the ground that man walks on. Because he told us such a compelling, groundbreaking, innovative freaking show that rewards investment. And seeing all the callbacks that it did previously, at the start of the show when we were seeing callbacks to writers past, they were catering to the hardcores and the casuals. Like, this show just knew how to do it all. The only thing you like about Project Red is a Megahorn's toy. Give the Revice anniversary movie to Takahashi. I can say, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, the minute Takahashi comes in, like, hey, the guy you had play Vice, get him out of here. Give me another wacky motherfucker. We're going in. So it's like, I could totally see if someone were to salvage that mess, that would definitely be, Takahashi-san. Now, I'm very cautiously optimistic about Myth because they brought back the GOAT, Arakawa-san. They brought him back, the GOAT behind Kuga, the man who brought back Kamen Rider from the brink. Arakawa-san is writing it, so I am cautiously optimistic. The reason I say cautiously is because we haven't seen an Arakawa work in years. Like, we haven't seen an Arakawa work in a long time. So while I do believe that he can write some good stuff, there's always that possibility that he may be rusty. Abu, it's not that I'm not a fan of Geats. I haven't finished watching Geats. I graded it on that just based of the few episodes I saw. I would need to finish it, and then my grade would change. But because I haven't finished watching it, I put it in middle ground because it was, from what I saw, it was okay, but I need to see more. It's not that I'm not a fan of Geats. I haven't finished watching Geats. So, like, yeah. Are we ever going to get a date on that death battle? Are we ever getting a date on that? Oh, you personally, it was bad. Yeah. I need to finish it. Like, a lot of these rankings here are, like, a lot of them are series I did not finish. Right? Like, for example, I did not finish Hibiki, but 3 episodes was all it Well, it's all it took to tell me this was going to be trash, which is why it's at F tier. Right? I have seen... I saw Rider Time Ryuki, and that shit was ass. I think I've only seen like 6 episodes of Ryuki, but those 6 episodes of Ryuki... they were passable, at least. You know, like, I wasn't a fan of it. Like, a lot of people would put Ghost in F, but I think it was enjoyable enough to give it a pass, but not enough. Like, it was good, but not memorable, because, like, I cannot remember anything that happened in Ghost. I do remember enjoying my time watching it, but I could not quote you a single thing from that show. That's how forgettable it was. That's why it's in C. Let's see. Outsiders I haven't finished. That's why it's in B. But from what I saw, it was good. It was aight. Eternal I saw was pretty good. I'm trying to remember which of the ones I haven't finished. So I haven't finished Geats. I haven't finished Gotchard. I haven't finished Blade or Fies. But from what I saw, it was pretty good. Which other ones have I not finished? No, all the ones that I have ranked. Oh, Kabuto I haven't finished. But I'm already halfway through the series on that, and so far it's been okay, except the main character pisses me off. Like, Kabuto pisses me the fuck off. I forget. I think I intentionally blanked out his name. Because, like, dude is just, like, he is, like, the living embodiment of a plot hole filler. Because he just shows up at, oddly enough, the most convenient time to progress the story. So, like, he pisses me off, but, like, the more you watch, the more he rubs off on you. And he becomes likable again, which is super fucking weird. I can't describe it. Like, I hate him, but like he's growing on me, right? Here's the thing: Saber, I thought was really good. Like, it did. I give it like a pass because it was literally still working within COVID restrictions. So the fact that they even managed to pull out anything was a miracle. But even then, I think Saber was a damn good watch, right? I think like a lot of people are really harsh on it, but they forget that they literally had to scramble to make this season with like a hell of a lot of restrictions because of COVID. So like a lot of it had to be green screened. Like, it had to be done in that green screen room that you see there in the last episode of ZETZ. A lot of Saber had to be done in there. And this was pre-King Oger. So they hadn't figured out quite how to get the tech down. So they hadn't figured it out yet. So they were literally working within restrictions with something they weren't used to working with. And still managed to pull off that story. So to me, like, I liked Saber because of that, right? It's a story of, like, triumph, and the story was pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. Like, do I think that, like, it could have been better? Yes. Do I think Saber could have been, like, way better than it was? No, absolutely. But I gave it the B because it was admirable, even commendable that they were even able to come out with that season. I literally owned the Saber driver. I owned the Wonder Drivers. I own it because I enjoyed Saber that much. And here's the thing: like, every person's opinion is going to be different. Every person's opinion is going to be different, and that's what literally makes it interesting for me. Like, for example, there's a guy I know on Twitch named Pixelated Owl. I come to find out with him, he hates ZETZ. He didn't like this season at all. And in my mind, I'm just sitting there trying to comprehend why he didn't like it. Because as far as I could tell across the board, we all fucking love this season. Yet here I am watching someone who says they hated it. They hated the pacing. They hated all of it. And I'm like, huh. And to me, that was interesting because seeing people like that, it's not going to resonate with everybody, right? Like, Zets resonated with the majority, but there was a minority that didn't like it. And it's crazy to, like, consider that. It's crazy to think about. But that's, so, like, to me, it's always interesting that every person's opinion is different. So you are going to find people that enjoyed Saber or actually rank Ghost higher than everyone else. Like, you're going to get people like that. And we can disagree on it, and that's perfectly fine. Doesn't really change the fact that we're Kamen Rider fans and we're talking about it. Doesn't change the fact. You see a lot of people hate Zets in X and Reddit. I mean, it's Twitter and Reddit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, the ones on Twitter are people rage baiting. And Reddit is just, well, it's Reddit. It's fucking Reddit. They wouldn't know class if it hit them in the head. To me, it's literally just like Reddit is literally either you're looking for sex or if there's an OnlyFans bot trying to sell you to join their OnlyFans. That's literally what Reddit is to me. Because then everybody else on Reddit is just trash. Either you got a bot in your DMs trying to, like, get you to convince you to join someone's OnlyFans, or it's subreddits where you can, like, get like hookups and stuff or whatever. And then there's everyone else. Final stage was revealed. What is that? What is final stage? I don't. Okay, but ultimately this points down to pretty much. It points back to what I'm saying was that everything in this season was well executed. And the reason why people hate because of the premonition twist and they think that the side characters are not developed. No, they were pretty developed. Yeah. Like, when it comes to, like, the only characters you really need to develop are, like, the freaking, literally just the ones, the stage show. Okay, that's fair. Like, you really only need to develop just the characters that are going to be around the MC the most. So, like, if you're worried about characters that, like, don't really show up as much, not getting character development, you've never been a Kamen Rider fan. So, everything I think was well executed in this season. Like, I can't praise it any more than I currently am. It was a damn good season. It was executed perfectly. The story was engrossing. It was captivating. The twists at every turn kept you on your toes. You were rewarded for knowing past Kamen Riders and even paying attention to the show's run during its runtime. And the ending was more or less satisfying. Like, S-tier show. All around, baby. S-tier show. S-tier. But let's talk about, we need to talk about what's next on the ZEZTZ-udan front for the show. For yours truly here. Because there is a bit of concern. Personally, the side characters were great. I think, like, Fujimi and Nazca were, like, runaway, like, my favorite side characters in all of Kamen Rider. Because, like, they're serious. They're both serious, but one is like goofy in his seriousness, and like the other one is like the straight-laced one. And I think, like, their chemistry worked together great, right? Like, Knoxwood, I think, was developed great because at least, like, the intrigue with him was for a while, but then we knew what his motivations were, right? So, like, it was definitely like everything. So to tell me that the side characters were not properly like given like backstory and shit, like, is super weird to me, because we learn about these characters throughout, and these are probably the best secondary characters we've had in like so long. But like, so yeah, S tier show. But like, let's talk about Might. Let's talk about what's up next, because right now we're kind of in a pickle, if I'm being perfectly honest. So as you all know, Toei Tokusatsu World has announced. They went up ahead and outright announced their plans for Myth, right? Let me get it on screen here. So here's what's going on with Kamen Rider Myth. So episode 1 will, this time it's not Tokusatsu handling it. This time it's freaking Toei themselves are leading the charge on this. So starting with episode 1, Kamen Rider Myth will be available to watch on the Toei Tokusatsu World official YouTube channel with English subtitles. Available in the US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, India, Europe, and Africa every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time, starting September 7th. Which, does that fall on a Monday? Wait, what? Starting September 7th. Oh, no, I'm looking at August. I'm stupid. So, yeah, starting Monday, September 7th. So, that kind of puts us in a weird position, right? Plus, they're teasing. They teased, I think it was on YouTube. They teased that there's going to be, they're working on a proprietary streaming service for Kamen Rider, which I'm all for. Don't get me wrong. I am all for a proprietary Kamen Rider platform, but I feel like the execution right now, like, I feel like the execution might be a bit errant. I don't know if that's the right word. A bit ill-timed, if you will. Right? I feel like it's very much ill-timed. Let me see if I can find the post, because the YouTube post was different. Give me one second. I'm gonna see if I can find this. Toei Tokusatsu World Official. See if I can find the channel post. Wait. Kamen Rider ZEZTZ Myth? A new chapter? Wait, what? Hold up. Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. This was posted 3 hours ago. What do you mean? What is this? Let me see if I can find the post, though. Okay, so here's the YouTube post. Kamen Rider Myth global info. Starting with episode 1, every Monday, starting in September 7th. We are also preparing a streaming platform for the US, Canada, UK, Austria, and New Zealand. More details will be announced soon. And then it goes to deal the other world, the rest of the world that can watch it live. Streaming availability schedules and platforms are subject to change without notice. Oof. Yeah, last bit. But yeah, like, we're now, like, by doing this like this, you've kind of like, I don't want to say alienated, but you've kind of annoyed. You've made it a little bit more annoying again to be able to watch Kamen Rider. And a lot of people, like, again, the hardcores like us, we'll bitch about it, but like eventually we're just gonna fucking take it and just figure it out that way, because at least it's something. It's better than nothing. But I feel like, and I posted a tweet about this. Saying that it irks me that they would do this because, again, it does alienate your casual fans, making it difficult for them to try to figure out what all the noise is about. Because at this point, they can't watch. It's not accessible. It's not accessible on, how do I put this? It's not accessible to the common fan, right? Technically it is, because they're now uploading it to you. But if you got in because of ZETZ, and now they're telling you you have to sub to another YouTube channel to find it, and we're not going to stream it live, you're going to get it 2 days after the rest of the world. That's kind of fucked up, you know? And on top of that, you don't even have a date for the streaming platform. Alpha, I would assume they lumped in Brazil with the LATAM, which is Tokusatsu. I would assume that's where Brazil is. They probably lumped them in. So to me, it's just like it's a bizarre choice, right? Especially if you don't even have the streaming platform isn't ready yet. This is what concerns me the most. That you're saying you're going to have a streaming platform, but you are only telling us this now? No, I think you guys are still going to get, you guys are still going to have, like, the YouTube streaming, but the US, like, you guys are still, like, everyone else in the world is going to have the same streaming platforms they had before. Meanwhile, the US just got fucking juked, got jebaited, as you will, into thinking that, into having to now sub to the main Toei channel, and hopefully we get a streaming service in the next few days. You know? Like, we're kind of... You've kind of like confused the whole world, right? I'm from the country Indonesia. We have an illegally used website. It's streaming every single tokusatsu, and Toei doesn't know exists. It'll probably know now that you said it on this video. Oof. But yeah. Ultimately, like, this does kind of put a damper on my plans, because the plan was to continue doing Saturdays, right? But now that we're not getting the show until Monday, kind of puts a damper on that, right? I mean, it does mean that I am going to do the show on Monday nights, but that now leaves the weekend wide open. Now I got to figure out what I got to do there, right? Because now I only had to worry about filling Sunday. Now I got to fill Saturday too. So now I need to find something to do for Saturday, something for Sunday, something for Monday. And then ZEZTZ-udan on Monday. Actually, you know what? That actually does work better. ZEZTZ-udan Monday. That actually, the Monday ZEZTZ-udan. That actually does kind of work. You know, I ain't even mad. So here's what's going to happen. The episodes will air starting September 7th at 6 p.m. Pacific. So that would mean we would be here on stream live 45 minutes before. So we will be here Monday at 8:45. Right? We will be here at 8:45 Hold on, I'm mathing. Yeah, 8:45 Eastern, which would mean 5:45 Pacific. That's when we'll be here. That's when we'll be doing the My Sudan. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it all goes well. You know, I really hope that, like, the streaming service, I really do hope the streaming service lets us watch it live. I really do. You know, that's wishful thinking, I guess, on my part. It might just be, okay, you can watch, when it's done, we'll upload it to the streaming service or some shit. I don't know. But that's looking like what is the tentative plan. If anything changes or a new announcement is made that changes all this, I will announce it on the YouTube community post, on the community tab. I will announce it on Twitter, and I will announce it on Blue Sky. So keep an eye out on all my socials. You can find me pretty much everywhere at @Henshin. That is where you'll usually find me. And with that being said, I think it is time for us to wrap this up with a nice little bow. We are done here today, folks. This has been an amazing ride that I've shared with all of you for 50 weeks. You know what? I would not change a single thing. We had fun today. We enjoyed seeing everything for this entire series, and it was a blast riding this roller coaster with y'all. We witnessed the best damn rider to ever exist. And now Mike has a friggin' huge ass bar to surpass. Some really big shoes to fill. Will he do it? Fucking fine, no. But we're going to be along for the ride to see it. So hopefully you guys will join me Monday, September 7th for the first edition of the Monday Mike Sedan. So please, by all means, set your calendars. If you're not subscribed, subscribe and all that good jazz so you don't miss out. Because I don't want y'all to miss out. I don't want you to miss out. Come on. We're going to be talking about the new guy. Come on in. Set your calendars. No? Let a homie know that we're going to be here riding these hallowed streets on our motorcycles and basking in the glow of the legacy of Kamen Rider once again. So Twitch, I'm going to send you over to my boy, the Inverted Shadow. Treat him with that love, respect, and awesomeness in that cool Henshin hero way that you do. On YouTube, don't even worry about it. But on both platforms, I'd like to say thank you so much for tuning in, for being an active participant, and for overall, just even if you're lurking, if you've been here around, thank you for tuning in to the Kamen Rider ZEZTZ-udan. It's been an absolute blast. I'll see you guys for the Monday Maisudan on the 7th. Until then, I am Henshin, your mercenary with the kicks, coming to you from 2286, reminding you that the future is yours and yours alone to conquer. So conquer it by any means necessary. I love y'all. Take it easy. Oh, what happened there? And I will see you all next time. Peace out.